I'm old, but I'm awfully tough. Old, but I'm awfully tough.
I first came here when it first opened, which is about 36 or 7 years ago. I can't remember the date exactly. This was a lovely big building, bulging with proper antique dealers.
I used to come here when I was newly married and living in Cardiff, so 25, nearly 30 years ago. I was coming here to buy things myself.
The customers used to come here because there was plenty of stock for them to choose from and to buy. This is in the days, of course, before there was the internet and eBay, which has changed the scene dramatically since then.
Things have changed, that's for certain. I mean, everybody's an expert now. Well, everybody's potentially an expert because of the internet.
At that time, antiques were more popular than they are now, and we were subject less to vintage fashion, and the interest was in genuine antiques.
A lady bought in a genuine 1940s dress, and she was telling me all the story behind that and how she'd had it in her wardrobe for years and years and years, and it was very, very tiny, so there was no way she was going to get into it again. And then another lady who bought it off me, it fitted her perfectly, and she does 1940s reenactments, so she was absolutely thrilled to be able to wear it for her reenactments because it was a genuine item.
But today there's less interest in antiques because of the fashion in for so-called vintage, which tends to be painted anything. It could be plywood or it could be rosewood, and they slap paint over it and present it as a look, which is what people are furnishing their homes with, a look rather than how was it made, was there electricity involved, was it hand turned in a forest, what's the wood. You have to handle things, and for example, to take out a drawer, see what the lining is of the wood, even if it's oak. If it's lined with pine, then it makes a different age from a drawer that's lined with oak, for example. And only that comes with handling and experience, reading about things, but mainly touching and feeling, which you can't do on the end of a button. Frequently, if people think that they've got something which is worth more than I think it's worth, and they will ask me more money than I would ask for it, for example, which does happen.
You might have a cup and saucer for sale or something, and somebody will go on the internet and see how much it's selling for on there, and they'll say, oh, on the internet I could buy it for such and such. What they don't realise is we have to pay rent in here. And they can actually physically see what they're buying and pick it up and feel it, and I think that's all part of the experience of buying, really.